You think women don't notice weakness? Think again. They see it in your eyes, in the way you carry yourself, and in the subtle cues you might not even be aware of. It's not just about physical strength or appearance, it's about the energy you project. Women are incredibly perceptive, and they can sense insecurity from a mile away. They see it in your eyes, the windows to your soul. Those uncertain glances, the flicker of doubt, the hesitation, they all tell a story of uncertainty, of fear, of a lack of confidence. And trust me, it's not a story you want to be telling. They notice it in your walk, the way you move through the world. Are your shoulders slouched? Is your posture poor? Do you walk with purpose, or do you shuffle along, hoping not to be noticed? Every step you take sends a message. It's like a flashing neon sign screaming, "Stay away." Your body language can either invite people in or push them away. And when it screams, "Stay away," you're missing out on opportunities, connections, and experiences that could change your life. Seneca, the hard man of Stoicism, he knew the score. He understood that life is full of challenges and that facing them head-on is the only way to grow stronger. He wasn't just talking about physical trials, but emotional and mental ones as well. He said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." This means that the struggles you face are not just obstacles, but opportunities for growth. Each challenge is a chance to become a better version of yourself. Nor a man perfected without trials. It's through these trials that you discover your true strength, your resilience, and your capacity for greatness. But somewhere along the line, men started crumbling under pressure, losing their way. But somewhere along the line, men started crumbling. The pressures of modern life, the constant demands, the never-ending stream of challenges, it all became too much. Men started to break down, to give in, to lose their sense of purpose and direction. Today, we're taking a sledgehammer to that weakness. We're not just going to chip away at it, we're going to obliterate it. We're going to break down the barriers that hold you back and build you up stronger than ever before. We're diving deep into 8 toxic attitudes that make you look like a lost puppy in a room full of wolves. Attitudes that undermine your confidence, your strength, and your potential. These attitudes are like anchors, dragging you down and keeping you from reaching your full potential. And how Stoic wisdom can turn you into the alpha. By embracing the principles of Stoicism, you can transform yourself from the inside out. You can become the man you were always meant to be, confident, strong, and unshakable. But before we start, hit that subscribe button for AREV. Join our community and take the first step on your journey to greatness. Don't miss out on the insights, the wisdom, and the support that will help you become the best version of yourself. This is your boot camp for becoming the man you were meant to be. Get ready to challenge yourself, to push your limits, and to discover what you're truly capable of. The journey starts now. Neediness. It's a stench that women can smell a mile away. It's like a cloud of desperation that follows you around, making you less appealing with every step you take. Imagine walking into a room and immediately feeling the air thicken with the scent of insecurity. That's what neediness does. It's not just unattractive, it's repulsive. Women can sense it, and it pushes them away faster than you can say hi. You know the type, blowing up her phone, crafting paragraphs for a simple "how are you," craving validation like oxygen. It's the guy who can't go a minute without checking his phone, hoping for a response, any response. He's the one who overthinks every word, every emoji, trying to decode hidden meanings that aren't there. This kind of behavior screams insecurity, and it's a major turnoff. Women want to feel valued, not suffocated by a barrage of messages and constant need for reassurance. Seneca, he laid it down straight. The greatest wealth is a poverty of desires. This ancient wisdom holds true even today. When you're not constantly yearning for approval or validation, you exude a sense of calm and confidence that's incredibly attractive. It's about finding contentment within yourself, rather than seeking it from others. But these guys, they're drowning in need. They're overwhelmed by their own insecurities, trapped in a cycle of desperation that only pushes people further away. It's a vicious cycle that's hard to break, but it's not impossible. Recognizing the problem is the first step towards change. Listen up, gents. Women don't want a clingy shadow. They want a man who's secure in his own skin. Confidence is key. It's about walking into a room and owning it, not because you need others to notice you, but because you're comfortable with who you are. When you're secure in yourself, it shows. It's in the way you walk, the way you talk, and the way you interact with others. Detach. Let go of the need for constant approval. It's not about being indifferent, it's about being self-sufficient. When you stop seeking validation from others, you start to find it within yourself. Meditation, mindfulness, and self-reflection are powerful tools to help you achieve this state of mind. Find your center. When you stop chasing, that's when the right things, the right people, they gravitate towards you. It's about creating a life that's fulfilling on its own, so that anyone who comes into it is a bonus, not a necessity. Surround yourself with positive influences, engage in activities that bring you joy, and watch how your energy changes. Trust me on this one. When you let go of neediness, you make room for genuine connections. You become more attractive, not just to women, but to everyone around you. Confidence, self-assurance, and a sense of inner peace are magnetic. So take a deep breath, let go of the desperation, and watch how your world transforms. Life is hard. Why me? Sound familiar? That's the anthem of the week. The Stoics, they didn't whine, they adapted. Seneca said it best: difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Complaining, it's a black hole that sucks the life out of everything. Action, that's the antidote. So shut your mouth and roll up your sleeves. Women respect a man who throws a punch back at life, not one who cowers in the corner. Listen up, because Seneca warned us about this. It is not that we have a short life, but that we waste much of it. We often find ourselves lost in the mundane, the trivial, and the meaningless. We let precious moments slip through our fingers like grains of sand, never to be reclaimed. The true tragedy is not the brevity of life, but the squandered potential within it. Scrolling through your phone until your eyes bleed, chasing fleeting highs, that's not living, that's existing. We become prisoners of our own devices, trapped in a cycle of instant gratification and perpetual distraction. Our minds grow dull, our spirits weary, and our dreams fade into the background noise of endless notifications. A real man, he's got a fire in his belly, a mission that drives him. He wakes up with purpose, ready to conquer the challenges of the day. His passion is palpable, his energy infectious. He knows that true fulfillment comes from striving towards something greater than himself, from pushing his limits and breaking barriers. Women, they can spot a fraud a mile away. They see through the facade, the empty promises and the hollow words. They are drawn to authenticity, to men who are genuine and true to themselves. They respect those who have the courage to be vulnerable, to show their true colors without fear of judgment. But a man with purpose, that's magnetic. His confidence is not an act, but a reflection of his inner strength. His charisma is not forced, but a natural extension of his passion. He draws people in, inspires them, and leaves a lasting impact on everyone he meets. That's the kind of man who builds empires, not sandcastles. He sees the bigger picture, the long-term vision, and he works tirelessly to bring it to life. He is a leader, a visionary, and a builder of dreams. His legacy is not just in the structures he creates, but in the lives he touches and the inspiration he ignites. Chapter 4, lack of self-control, the runaway train, anger, lust, gluttony. These are the vices that turn a man into a slave. Seneca, he knew the score. Most powerful is he who has himself in his own power. A man who can't control his impulses, he's a danger to himself and everyone around him. Discipline, that's your weapon. A man who masters himself, he masters his world. And trust me, that kind of control, it's intoxicating. Chapter 5, Indecisiveness, the death of attraction. Let me tell you, a man who hesitates is already lost. Women, They don't want a man who needs a map for every damn decision. Seneca's advice: begin at once to live and count each separate day as a separate life. Make a choice, own it, even if it's the wrong one, at least you acted. A decisive man, he's a force to be reckoned with. Chapter 6. Over-apologizing, the self-sabotage. There's a difference between owning your mistakes and shrinking into yourself. Seneca wrote, "He who is brave is free." Constantly apologizing for your opinions, for your presence, that's a one-way ticket to being walked all over. Stand tall, own your space. Apologize when you screw up, but never apologize for who you are. Chapter 7. Fear of rejection, the invisible wall. You know what separates the men from the boys? The ability to take a punch. Seneca said it best. It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare, but because we do not dare that they are difficult. Rejection is part of life, but a real man, he takes it on the chin and keeps moving forward. That kind of resilience, that's what earns respect. Chapter 8. Lack of purpose, the ghost man. A man without direction is a man who's easily forgotten. Seneca, he knew the score. If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable. Find your North Star. What gets you up in the morning? What legacy are you building? A man with purpose, he's a force of nature. He's the one leaving his mark on the world. Outro time to level up. So there you have it. 8 deadly sins that are killing your chances with women and turning you into a shadow of the man you could be. But here's the good news. You can change. Seneca's wisdom has been guiding men for centuries. Now it's your turn to step up. Hit that subscribe button for AREV. This is where you become the stoic warrior you were meant to be.